What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the EU4 Super States AI only battle. Pretty peaceful at the moment, but I think that's about to change because Carolina has now lost its peace treaties. Oh, and they are in a war actually. Who on earth are you at war with? That is not someone normal. Who? Ah, they want to expand into the Yucatan Peninsula with a bit more force than usual, but they're probably just going to end up losing their colony. I don't know how this is going to work for them, but yeah, I think they don't want to wait for their colonists to get the job done. But I don't know if they're going to be able to get over there. Well, maybe they are deploying some troops now, so we'll see how it goes. But yeah, 17 stack. They landed. Okay, that's smart. They have the Cayman Islands, so they've landed them there. But like I said, they lost their alliances with New York and Florida, which suggests they're probably going to be a target, because they are sandwiched in the middle here. I mean, it'd take a while to get through all of Carolina, quite a few wars to really weaken them. You need to beat them 4 100% wars and then just a little bit of another war to finish them off. But yeah, everyone's just staying quiet at the moment. Carolina's obviously doing their thing down here. California has recovered and is probably at the strongest point they've ever been, although they did just drop off the great powers. Carolina has fallen too into 7th. New York has displaced France, and Britain's also on the rise, but New York has gone up to 3rd. That is insane. France, I don't know what happened to them. I mean, this might have a part to play in that, but yeah, that's crazy. New York aren't even really doing anything. They're just shooting up the list at the moment, which is pretty impressive. They're doing very, very well. Oh look, the Clintons are already in charge. There you go. You've got the Lowndes in Carolina. Let's just go look at people's surnames. That's more fun than watching any fighting, isn't it? Kirk in Florida, who just got a 2nd term, and because his stats went up by 1. Hogg in Texas. Bigler in California. A 666 in Nevada. Colcord. Brown Heat, a 666 in Alberta as well. There's a lot of 666s around. They're all just led by the devil, really. Frederick, oh, it's Dodge. I thought it was Doge for a minute, but it's not. Wow, Wisconsin with a 43 stat. We're talking about people with big armies. California's, yeah, it is. It's a 52. Yeah, okay, it's like a 53 stack in total what California has, which is crazy. Wisconsin have a 43. New York don't have it. They have a 30 stack, and they got it stuck up here. Are you serious? Can you not get it back for Ontario? Are they not letting you through? Well, I wouldn't let you through. You've been bullying them all game. This could be ruining New York there. That could be a bad sign. Texas have gone into peaceful mode again. Don't know whether I like it or not. Carolina is yet to... I feel like they've got their troops just stranded here. I mean, they're blockading, but they're not actually dropping anybody off. Do you imagine if they got their army stranded there? It would be so easy for Florida to just walk through. I mean, not for New York, because they're stuck. But, oh, war. There we go. About time. Wait, what? No? Who's at war? Ah, there's a war. Okay. Idaho and Nevada v. Alberta and Montana again, except Idaho are on Nevada's side this time instead of Washington, and Nebraska. I've been saying it right the whole game. Nebraska was about to join in. Or has joined in, so that's pretty big. So Alberta, Montana v. Idaho and Nevada. Nebraska, I don't see which one's there. They're bringing in another 20 stack though, so that should be enough for Alberta and probably see Montana. I imagine the borders will just be Montana gaining all of Idaho. That's what I can imagine seeing here. But we never know. Never ever know. Castile is now here as well, alongside. There's a very much colonial race going on. France going for Colombia sort of territory as well as Venezuela. That's pretty cool. Is anyone else out here yet? Still Brittany, the only ones actually in like Brazil. You can see Britain, Brazil is actually the first colonial nation by the look of it. Britain, Brazil. That's pretty cool. So we'll see if anyone becomes friends with them from French Colombia. Okay, it changed from French Venezuela to French Colombia. Okay. I imagine this will get its independence soon. Hang on, guys, just a second. Okay, yeah, I imagine they'll get theirs fairly soon as well. At some point. Who is this? Why would you attack those guys, France? What was the point in that? That was dumb. British Hispania. Okay, so Britain took kept most of this. Sorry, they didn't lose it to Castile in the end. Puerto Rico, what have you done? Idaho are losing. definitely losing as Montana come in. Pretty rough spot for Idaho. But there's Alberta's 27. Yep, Nevada have only got a 22. Oh wait, but Nevada also had a... Wait, who's this? Oh, that's Nebraska. Okay, Nevada have a 32. Yeah, they should be able to win. They've got the numbers to do it. If they want to. Which I'm sure they do. But what else is going on? There's nothing. There's still nothing. Come on. Oh, Idaho just shrunk. Okay, that war's over already. Montana grabbed 2 provinces. Maybe, was it 2 or 3? And there you go. They're a bit bigger. Which will be helpful for Alberta in the future. Having a bigger ally. Obviously, they'll probably take them out one day. But, you know, for now, I'm just keeping my eye on Oklahoma and Mississippi. They're definitely going to disappear at some point. I'm not going to notice at all. West Virginia, I don't think I'll be able to miss that bright green blob. That little spot of bright green disappearing. Delaware's still here. They're actually guaranteed by New York. That's until New York changes their mind and gets rid of them. Wisconsin are pretty big. Like, there are some huge stacks just emerging on something. Like Nevada had 50,000. No, they didn't. They had 30,000. What am I on about? It looked like they did. California now had 59,000. You know what? Let's have a quick look at the ledger, because this is pretty cool. Total army. Yeah, let's sort it by total. So California's got the 3rd biggest in the world right now, 59,000. The next state is Wisconsin, 44,000. Florida's down here, 38,000. Chihuahua, 35,000. Texas, 35,000. New York, 32,000. In terms of manpower, which is another big category, Rebels, 530,000. Actually, force limit's probably the best one to use. So California have got a force limit of 68. New York, 56. Wow, California really ahead on that one. Wisconsin, 49. Alberta have got 47. Missouri, 46. Florida and Texas, 44. Okay, so they've got some pretty big ones. Let's quickly have a look at who's... Is this the right one? No, it's the wrong one. Hang on. Where is what I'm looking for? Country. Development. Yeah, Ming, Ottomans, Hungary, France. New York are quite low on development, so I don't know how they're so high on the powers list. Carolina are here as well. In 2nd of the states. California, Wisconsin, Florida again. So that's pretty cool. Just get an idea about who is doing what over there. How are you guys doing? Yeah, this is still... Oh, is this... No, that's not somebody new, is it? They were here the whole time. At least Breton Brazil doesn't go around quickly, trying to grow quickly by taking out natives, as the French have been doing. Although it's working, because French Columbia will probably soon be a nation of some sorts, an independent... Not independent, but colonial nation to govern itself, which will be interesting. And they'll be probably quite strong, and that will they'd be a good ally for somebody trying to get into Central America. Carolina, I'm looking at you. You're losing. Do you still have a 17 stack? Yep, you do still have a 17 stack in the Cayman Islands. Get it over here. Go use them. Go and do stuff. Oh, Protestant zealots. Oh no. Who is this? This is Carolina. No, this is Missouri. Missouri, are you going to be hit with the same fate as Texas? I don't think so. You can deal with that stack. It'll be fine for you. We haven't really seen any rebels cause any problems for any of the states apart from what Texas went through. They've all done okay. Obviously, in Europe, I imagine there's all sorts of stuff being broken by rebels. Britain's still holding on to their stuff in France this late in the game. That's pretty impressive. Provence, Italy. Cool. Castile are looking a bit bigger. So they've got more of Morocco. How's Africa looking? Giant Ethiopia and Mali over here. Cool. The Timurids may have lost. I can't really tell, but they're sort of sandwiched now between the Ottomans and Ming. Not always a good place to be. Tibet got freed at some point. And Japan is slowly. And the Orange Nation is gone. Now we're just left with these two. And I believe one of them is probably a vassal. Or is, yeah, this one is a vassal of the other one, and then they're all sort of, it's just very weird, but they're all basically one and the same. Has the following daimyos. I'm sure that's basically the same thing. But we'll probably see Japan one day. I'm sure of it. Oh, Nebraska's in a war. There's a few wars broken out, actually. Nebraska, oh my goodness. Okay, no, there's not a few wars. There's just the same war. It's just huge. Okay, so there we go. Wisconsin, Indiana, Nebraska, and Montana versus Wyoming, Texas, and Florida. I feel like this is one power and 3 mini states against 2 powers and 1 mini state. Let's see how this goes. That is pretty big. This is going to have some reaching impacts. Florida, Texas, Wyoming, v Montana, Wisconsin, Nebraska, and Indiana. So we'll probably see Wisconsin and Indiana go up against Florida, and Texas and Wyoming against Montana and Nebraska, which means probably, actually no, Texas is not to be seen. I don't know where Texas are. Where'd you go, Texas? Wait, did you? Alberta didn't pick the best timing, though, in their own war. So there's this Wyoming big war, but Alberta attacked Saskatchewan, Manitoba, and Nevada by themselves. That's pretty confident. At least they did it by themselves. I was going to say, if they called it Montana, that would have not been great for Montana, because Nevada would have destroyed them. But it's pretty big. Carolina did come up there, but that's just because they're in that war in Central America. But yeah, this is going to be pretty big. So Wyoming, Florida, Texas, and Oklahoma. Oh, Oklahoma are on their side. I didn't notice that one. But yeah, Oklahoma are also on their side. We'll see. They should win, and they've already got 8 war score, so I don't see why they won't win. But it'll be interesting to see. Interesting stuff to come. Everyone else is staying peaceful. See, Alberta are dealing with a bit of a mess. Obviously, it looks very big, but it's probably not that much. They'll probably walk through Saskatchewan and Manitoba, and yep, they just... Oh, no, that was a big army. Did you win? Oh, but then Nevada showed up, and Alberta, did you just win again? You did. You just beat Nevada. That is crazy. They are, numbers-wise, looking at it, they probably shouldn't be winning, but they appeared to have won anyway. It did look... Manitoba actually had a lot of troops. Like, they must have built those over time. But yeah, that's going to be harsh. Florida is up here. I thought that said 100. It said 10. Oh, there's 2 giant battles going on. If Florida wins in time, they should probably be able to join in here and save Texas. But I don't think they're going to. Nope. Oh, but they're chasing. There's a chase on. This is very weird. Who's winning? I don't know. But that was pretty big. I imagine that was pretty influential on the war score. 26 now for Wyoming and friends. Alberta are winning. Carolina, yeah, that doesn't matter. France, no, well, that is in South America, so we should keep an eye on it. The Ottomans are after Poland, Lithuania, and Bohemia again, which suggests they're doing very well over here. Oh, yep. When Muscovy's gone, the Ottomans come out to play by the look of it. That's how it's going down. So, Oklahoma not having a good time, as Nebraska, Wisconsin, and Montana find their way in Texas, and Wyoming, though, are going to show up and try to fight back. There's a massive stack there consisting of Indiana and Wisconsin walking into Florida. Problem is, Florida and Texas had about 60,000 men in Wisconsin, who's like the savior of this team. They would be finished without them. So that's going to be weird. But that's going to be it for this episode. So as always, if you have enjoyed, it'd be awesome if you leave a like and a comment down below. Be sure to subscribe if you're new. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.